what David's trying to do.
Okay, so it is saying that it is recording, correct? All right, so obviously, good weekend for Thundering Herd women's basketball, 71-59 victory today. Rochelle Scott hits the 1,000 career point mark and scores 25, while Ivy Beeman has a double-double with 7 assists as well in a big win. We'll open up with questions with a statement from Coach Kemper, and then open it up with questions. Go ahead, Coach.
Yes, obviously, it was we big weekend for us. I thought today was probably our most complete performance in a while. They got us on a couple offensive rebounds a couple times in transition, but I thought we were pretty solid throughout the day. I thought we attacked offensively pretty well, and consistently made shots throughout the game. It wasn't just a big run here and there and then hold on for dear life. I thought it was pretty steady and stable. So good day. I thought Roe was pretty special. That it's neat that she got her 1,000th point back home. She had a lot of people here today for her, and we're certainly a different team when we've got her fully locked in and playing well. And she wasn't great the other night, and we talked a little bit about bouncing back, and I thought that obviously if she had 25 tonight, that's a pretty good bounce back.
Coach, is there one thing you can point your finger to and say this is the reason why we've been able to turn it around?
Well, we've got to have a defensive mentality first, and I think both the games here we held them in the 50s. I think that's important. That's kind of I think that's the dividing line. So we really talked about having that defensive identity, and then we got to find enough offense. But I think our team, when we're in the right frame of mind, we're just fine on the offensive end. It's important that we knock down shots. And today, I think we're probably okay at that. Not great, but just well enough to be difficult to guard. And so I think it starts from defense. I think if you just look at points per game in the tough part versus point per game this weekend and Southern Miss, it's a completely different team. So I'm not sure that that's different from a lot of teams, but that's us. We got to guard better.
Did the early adversity maybe help your team understand what they need to do to be on the other side of those losses, be on the right side?
I think that, maybe. I think we were hungry to play well, but I think we also were against Troy, and against Georgia Southern and stuff like that. We just, I think in the moment, sometimes we don't handle when we get, hit in the nose. It takes us 7 plays to steady and battle back. And tonight it wasn't that way. It was, okay, you got me on that one, reset, play again down here, and so I think that we're in a good frame of mind going home. That Southern Miss win was really important. Our team had battled for a long time and nothing to show for it. And to get over the hump there and then go on the road and get it done 2 times, we've had 2 road sweeps. So that's hard to do. And it was nice to get this win today.
Coach Sarah Hardis makes her first start. Just your thought on her performance first time being in the starting lineup in a Marshall uniform this year.
Yeah, she did fine. Sydney had a really good weekend. She shot the ball a little bit better than Tara, but I thought Tara was good. We're a little banged up. Kendall she's got a little nagging ankle now, so she was unavailable today. So Tara was in there for her, and I've got. I've talked about depth all year. We had to play a lot of people this weekend to get it done, and many of them played important roles. Peyton hadn't played in a couple games. She played well this weekend. We needed her to come in and play the point guard spot. Kendall's typically our backup PG, and Peyton was ready to rock, and she did well at that. We've got to figure out ways to get Abby little breaks. Especially when you're on the road, it's hard to line up and play 40 minutes twice. And so I'm proud of all of them. And I definitely think that we feel like there's growth from our team this weekend.
Any further questions for Coach Kemper?
Hey, Coach, it's Jim at SAZ. Unlike the men who are seen to be away all of February, you got 5 of 8 at home. The season flies by. as we start February and March is around the corner, you kind of, after, a couple wins like this, you kind of geared up for this final stretch, especially hoping you can get at least 5 at home or 5 wins at home and, get a couple on the road to really put yourself in position for a good spot in March.
Yeah, I mean, we have a schedule that kind of flips, and it's better on the back end because of home games. So, I think that this team needs to be level-headed about. We better remember what it was like. We don't have it all figured out. We can't just roll it out there and hoop and get anything done. But I think we've grown, so I think we'll be excited to play at home. But I also know that league basketball, everybody's good, so you've got to play well to win. And it will be nice to be 4 in a row at home, I think is what we are. And that'll be a nice little home swing. And this push on the road to get back to 500, really, really important, because now we're kind of chasing a different seed now. Are we going to get there? I don't know. We got to go back to work. We got to play a whole bunch of 1-game series well, but we definitely put ourselves back in an area that we feel like we probably should have been in. We just didn't play well to get there. So I'm proud of them for that. I think it's I talked last week, we gave them Monday off and we kind of wanted to reset and new season. And here we go. And we've started well, but we got a lot of work to do.
Coach, I was going to ask, what was it like going against one of your former players? I know Destiny was with you at Central Arkansas. What was that like before the game and going against one of your former players?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I saw Coach Matt Daniel, who was really important in my coaching stops along the way. I saw him yesterday. He lives here in town, works for the Trailblazers. Des was, we won the league championship together in the Southland. She was the point guard on a team that was fantastic. And so there's a lot of history there. Veronica Randall, who was a Marshall assistant, she was here today with her team. She coaches a high school here in the state of Arkansas. So it's been 11 years since I've been here, but there's still a lot of there's still a lot of people around here. There's some roots here in Arkansas, and it was good to see those people that were, we sat in a lot of locker rooms together, sometimes happy, sometimes trying to figure it out. And I'm proud of Des for what she's getting done. I think she's learning. She's going to be a great head coach, and really happy to see them all. And really, when you win, it's even better,
Okay. Anything further for Coach Kemper?
Just go Bengals.
Paul? I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did, Paul, because I'm trying to stay on his good side this week.
Hey, all you guys do is talk, but as we said in the presser, man, it's not a rivalry till we win a game. So I'll be quiet. I'm excited about it. It was really important to win too, so I could focus on that one now. I watched a little film before then, and then what time's it start? 5:30 or something like that?
6:30.
6:30.
6:30. All right. The plane will be back by then. I'll have some good food and ready to go.